Litecoin has just seen the biggest drop in the crypto market that we've seen since the FTX collapse in early November. Let's check out what happened and where it's going next. How's it going, everyone? My name is Jake with Trade Confident. Like I said, we're going to be talking about Litecoin, diving into some metrics and indicator analysis. But before we get into that, I have to let you know that these indicators are on the biggest sale of the year. If you want to get access, links in the description, and I'll give you more details towards the end of the video. Let's get started. Right now, I'm looking at the Litecoin metrics on the tradeconfident.io website. You can grab a membership for this in the links in the description. Right now, Litecoin is in anxious territory for the emotional index. We all know the saying, be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. You can see right here, as we got greedy, we saw the price drop, and it eventually, as it lowered down, actually saw a massive drop as well. This is the crazy crash that we were talking about, with the FTX crash being right here. This crash is literally just as big. Again, Litecoin is in anxious territory. This means we could actually be seeing a move up soon. Be greedy when others are fearful. Next up is long versus short trades. Now, this is very likely where the crash actually happened. You can see right as we pumped up here, long trades diminished in the market, while short trades it kind of slight on this chart, but realistically it rose quite a bit for short trades. This likely resulted in a long squeeze, a little bit of a bull trap here, where long trades got liquidated from the market as the price fell, which shot it down even more as short trades increased. Next up, we have Litecoin smart money sentiment. Now, this is going to tell you where whales are likely to put their money in the market. Leading up to the big crash, we actually got some short sentiment, and right beforehand we saw it drop. Typically, when we see prices drop is when we're going to be seeing whales buy into the market, and you can see as the price dropped right before it got to its lowest point, long trades were really high as well. Right now, we still have some solid long trend sentiment in the market. Next up, we have the breakout detector. Now, this perfectly called the drop in the market. An impulse move when the green bar here is below impulse, this typically means that we're going to see a big move. It won't tell you the direction. You have to rely on other metrics and indicators to tell you where it could go. However, because we saw impulses in here, we saw an impulsive move incoming, we got that impulsive move. Next up is the major support and resistance levels. You can see the current price at the time of screenshotting was $63.35. We're currently using the 64.54 right here as structure support. At least that's the one we're testing. We're slightly below this point, but this is the structure support we have used recently. I know it's red here. Back then it was resistance, but because the price was above, at least, it had become structure support. We're testing it. We're using that as structure support right now. On this chart, the next one is $51.69. Last but not least, we have the Litecoin daily trade scanner. Now, we have fallen solidly under this blue line, which means a downtrend is very likely to continue at this point. If not, we're probably going to move sideways. You can see up here on the impulse, the breakout detector here, we are in between impulse and consolidation. There could be a little bit of volatility, but overall, we are likely to move downwards or sideways at this point. Now, we'll need to take a closer look at the 4-hour time frame with the indicators in order to really tell which direction the market's going and where it's going to head next. Now, I have to tell you, before we get started with that, before I show you where I think Litecoin is going to go after this crazy drop, I have to let you know that all the tools that you're going to see me use in this next segment are on sale for up to $450 off. In order to get this discount, all you have to do is click the link in the description, and it'll bring you to this page right here. First, what you're going to want to do to get the best deal possible is use code HOLIDAY50 right here. This will give you $50 off, and then it will come with a $400 off coupon for the TC top and bottom finder indicator, getting you a total of $450 off. All of these indicators will include the price versus money flow and trend exhaustion in the bundle pack. These are two of the indicators, and you'll also get the TC top and bottom finder. These are the top 3 indicators I use in my analysis. These are the ones I highly recommend. Don't take it from me, guys. Check this out. $500, $5,200, $4,300 in their first 3 trades. Crazy profit. $4,300 in just a week. $950 in a day. Our traders are doing great with these indicators. Let's check out the 4-hour time frame, and I'll show you exactly how well these indicators work. Right now, I'm looking at Litecoin USD on the 4-hour time frame using the TC top and bottom finder. price versus well money flow, and trend exhaustion indicators here. You can see right before the big drop here, the price versus well money flow was at 63 and the trend exhaustion was in its top red section right before the drop. This was a great call from these indicators, and you can see they bottomed out right here as we reached the green liquidity pool for the TC top and bottom finder. At this point, we had also reached structure support, as we can see right here, multiple touches at $63.86. All of this combined has kept us at this level. We're testing it currently on our way back up to touch it. We're technically broken below it because we do have open and closed candles below it, so we could see prices move down from here. But this is also a structure support that is being maintained for now. Keyword for now. Price versus well money flow and trend exhaustion have moved up. Price versus well money flow is actually still around, let's call it right there at 33. So we're right at the edge of the bottom. And typically when price versus well money flow reaches about 30, a value of 30 is when we're going to be seeing a move up. Price versus well money flow reached a value of 3 at the very bottom. This is crazy low. In fact, this is the lowest I've seen it go in a very long time. But again, we are back up to 30 as our baseline. Typically once we reach 30, we're getting a move up. Trend exhaustion went into its red area and likely to see a move up because of that too. Of course, we will need to use this green line as structure resistance, even though it's been support for a few days, or 2 days as of right now. But because it's below, because we broke below, we are now using that as structure resistance. Let's turn that red. If we do manage to break above that, structure resistance, we're going to be looking at $65.18 as our next structure resistance. That's just the top of the previous structures. I think a move up is more likely just based on the metrics. So I think I'm going to make my main call $63.86, just moving back up to that, and then $65.18 if we break. But we do need to look out just in case we do see it move down. I'd personally call somewhere around $59.57, the next structure support that we need to be paying attention to. Overall, though, I think this $63.86 and $65.18 is where we need to be looking for our next moves for Litecoin. Before I go, it's really important that I tell you these indicators that you saw me use, these indicators called the drop so easily and called the bottom before the move up. It's really important that I let you know you can get these indicators for up to $450 off right now until this Friday. Want to get access? Links are in the description. Just follow the instructions I showed you in the middle of the video and you are good to go. With that, trade safe, trade confident, and I'll see you in the next video.